Okay, so I watched a couple videos of people's most embarrassing moments, and I guess you could say that I got inspired. So I will talk about a couple of my most embarrassing moments. Let's see. God, there's been so many. So okay, when I played junior varsity football, uh, probably the last time up until very recently that I did a team competitive sport of some sort, and one of the coaches was this ass. I'm talking ass, man. Just like I don't know if he was a former Marine or not, but he should have been because he reminded me of uh, the sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. Like that is how he spoke to people. So anyway, uh, it was the end of practice one day. It had been raining, so we were practicing in the gym, and he was uh, giving us one of his motivational speeches. And somebody had said something right behind me, and I decided that it was funny enough to snicker about, right? So I'm like laughing, and he comes up to me. I'm okay. In seventh grade, I was like 4'9", I guess at best, if that. Probably about 4'7", and that's 4 feet tall, right? So this dude comes up and grabs me by the face mask and lifts me off the ground about 2 feet and just starts yelling like directly in my face mask that I should be paying attention, etc., etc. And yeah, just embarrassed the shit out of me in front of everybody. That was bad. And then there was a time in college where uh, we had an essay that we had to turn in, and I went to turn mine in, and the professor took it in his hand, looked at it, and then sent me back to my desk with the threat that if I didn't correct the side of the paper that I had stapled it on, that he would fail me. And so then I corrected I pulled the staple out of the left hand side and put it on the right hand side or whatever the fuck he wanted to, and brought it back up to him. And then he went on a 15-minute diatribe about how to follow instructions, even though that wasn't one of his instructions. Let's see, in 8th grade, I slipped in some mud and got mud all over the back of my pants, so it looked like I'd had explosive diarrhea, and I had to spend the rest of the day walking around like that. That was embarrassing. I was engaged in sexual activity of some of a certain nature, um, with an with an ex girlfriend of mine, and it was her time of the month, so it wasn't the normal route, if you will. And so we were doing it the alternative route, and something went awry and hit the plugged hole, and shoved the plug way up in there so much so that she couldn't get it out by herself. So I had to help her dig it out. I hope y'all are following me here. I was able to get the string and pull it out. That was embarrassing for both of us, actually. You would think it would be more embarrassing for her, but no. And what else, man? Shit, my life is just episode after episode of embarrassing moments. Trust me. Nothing I do doesn't lead to embarrassment. Oh yeah, when I was like 5, uh, I got a tick on my Mr. Winky, and had to tell my grandmother, who burned it off with a match. Yeah, that was embarrassing. Um, what else? Oh, there are so many. Some of them I'm not gonna go into, but yeah, I think that's enough. I think you get the general gist that I can't do anything without embarrassing myself. Basically, is what I'm saying. Pretty much. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed laughing at my embarrassing moments. Oh wait, something that embarrassed me personally, but probably didn't embarrass anybody else. When I was 14, I got braces, and I had them for 2.5 years. So I was 16, and I finally got them off. And uh, like we were, it was the beginning of school, and we were doing the whole "what'd you do over the summer" things, and I was like, "Hey, got my braces off." And this girl that was in my class that had seen me for the last 2.5 years goes, "Oh, I didn't know you had braces." Man, I wanted to punch that bitch in the face. Oh, same girl slapped me in the face in 7th grade in the middle of class for something that someone else said. That was embarrassing. Oh, I got jacked on the bus in 7th grade too by this big ass girl who was like in 11th grade. Remember, I'm like 4'7" in 7th grade, and I called this girl a bitch, and man, she just slapped me silly. I mean, like on the cartoons when somebody gets hit and their eyes just like spin around in their head for a few seconds. That's what happened to me on a bus full of people, and that was embarrassing as well. Yeah, so life is for me is a day-to-day occurrence of embarrassing moments, most of which I bring on myself, of course, but some that just kind of, happen, I guess. So enjoy.